Hey there everybody, Sam from We See Productions here. Now, if you recall in my last video, I mentioned that I was going to talk about resizing content, and here I am to talk about it. So one of the first things we do here at We See when we are working with a new client and they're asking for social media video is we ask, where is this going to live? And a lot of people, their answer is everywhere. They're like, yeah, I just think everywhere. And kind of like we talked about last week, that is not optimal for your content. And that's for a couple reasons. You know, what works well on YouTube is not necessarily going to work well on Instagram. What works well on Facebook may not work great on Twitter. So we want to know where this video is going to live to make sure that we are creating content that matches that platform. And one of the ways we do that is making sure it is the correct aspect ratio. So I'm going to talk about 3 popular aspect ratios in 2020. Now there have been a lot of different ones over the years. The 3 big ones are 16:9, 9:16, and 1:1. 16:9 is where we are right now. So 16:9 is a rectangular video, 16 across, 9 down. 9:16 is what you're probably used to if you make any Snapchat or Instagram stories. That is your phone's length. It is 16 down and 9 across. And those, although they are just the same aspect ratio flipped, work differently on different platforms, right? So if you're gonna make a YouTube video, you're gonna probably make it in 16:9 in this wonderful platform, which we all know and love. However, I think that some people just are constantly making videos in 16:9 and slapping it on whatever platform that they put it on, whether that's Instagram, whether that's Facebook. So if you're gonna post a video on Instagram, think about your Instagram photos. Most of them are squares. So 1:1 or square video is really the best for Instagram. A lot of people have started playing around with that vertical video on platforms like Instagram and Facebook. If most of your followers are on mobile platforms, that is probably the best for you. And just like all social media rules, they are meant to be broken. But if you're making a 16:9 video, you can easily cut the size and make it 1:1 as long as you're framing it correctly. So when we ask our clients, where do you want this to live? And they say everywhere, we do try to get them to narrow it down to 2 platforms, maybe 3 if you really have a large enough presence. And we shoot it with the anticipation that we are going to need to resize this based on the platforms it's going to live on. That is why it's important to tell your content creators where their video is going to live. It's much easier for your videographer to shoot wide and cut in for a 1:1 versus shooting really close to get a really beautiful shot, but then when you say it wants to go to Instagram, they're now cutting off weird parts of their head or arms to make it fit in that 1:1 aspect ratio. I hope all of this made sense, or maybe just a little bit made sense. I know it's not the most interesting subject, but I do think it's important. And this is just one of the ways you can think about how to optimize a piece of content or a video based on the platform it's going to live on. You could be making an absolutely wonderful video, gorgeous shots, super informative or super engaging, but if it's not optimized for your audience, it's more likely they'll just swipe on by. So why waste your time making that piece of content if you're not going to put it in the best position to succeed? If any of this makes sense, please feel free to leave a comment so I feel better that I'm not just a rambling fool. Or if you have any questions about anything we talked about or future videos maybe you want us to talk about, please let us know in the comments. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with a friend who manages a social media platform. Until next time, I hope you stay cool